Paul Ryan, good. He's a good man. He's a good man and he's a good guy. And we may disagree on a couple of things, but mostly we agree, and we're going to get it done, and we're going to do a lot of wonderful things.
Despite that endorsement from Donald Trump, he and Paul Ryan do not agree about policy. And this is a fundamental problem within the Republican Party that's really splitting the party apart. Their disagreements are in three basic areas. The first area is immigration reform. The view that Paul Ryan takes is that America needs a lot more immigrants, working-age people who can support the wave of retirees that are threatening to bankrupt America, mainly because of the exploding costs of Medicare. Donald Trump doesn't agree with that. Donald Trump's view is that we should build a wall, that we should restrict immigration, and that immigration is potentially a gigantic problem for America. Paul Ryan thinks that immigration, well done, well controlled, is a solution for America. A second area where they disagree is on trade policy. Donald Trump is not a free trader. He is the head of this new populist movement. He gave voice to a lot of frustrations in the Rust Belt about loss of jobs, mainly because of imports from China, but from Asia in general. Paul Ryan takes the opposite view. Paul Ryan is a classic free trader. He wants to keep the borders open. He thinks that although there are dislocations from free trade, that the net benefits far outweigh the disadvantages, and that the lower prices that we pay for imports of everything that comes in from China more than offset the dislocations. Let's keep the borders open. The third area is the most important area, and this is the area of entitlements. Paul Ryan has built his entire reputation on entitlement reform, meaning reform of Medicare and Medicaid. And those are the two programs that where the costs are just spiraling out of control. We could have trillion-dollar deficits by 2020. His view is that we need to bring down the costs of both of those programs by privatizing them, going to vouchers, indexing Social Security to inflation instead of wage growth, technical solutions that indeed solve the problem even in the eyes of the Democrats. They don't want to do it because they think that it's unfair and would increase income inequality, but pretty much people feel that he is a wonk and his solutions would work if they were enacted. Donald Trump does not want to reform entitlements at all. He wants to allow Medicare and Medicaid essentially to expand on autopilot. And this is one of the big issues with Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan says privately that, hey, there's no way we can ever get to a balanced budget. We can ever solve our debt problems if we just allow these programs to continue on autopilot the way that they've been going. From the beginning, Paul Ryan and Donald Trump were strange bedfellows. It was inevitable they were going to clash, that they couldn't get along, and the news of the week proves it.